What's up, y'all? It's Press. I'm laughing because I'm not used to not being able to cuss in the intro, so I'm like re-recording, but long time no see. I've actually been playing Sparking Zero, and I've got some points. That's how you know I'm back. I've got some things I want to talk about. Now, as you see from the title, it's gonna be the state of the game. Hey, little side note real quick. Sorry about the lighting and all. I forgot to put my duo light thingies up. I don't really feel like setting it up right now, I'm not gonna lie. I just got in my apartment, so it's somewhere. I don't feel like finding it, but yeah. Back to the main topic. I want to talk about the state of the game. I've got some points on my phone because if I look to the right of my monitor, I just feel like it looks weird for the camera. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. I do want to say that the state of this game is like actually really good. Like, let me sit back and like think about it real quick. Like just a genuine real intro. The game, just off the top of my head without looking what I wrote down, because I like structuring these just a little bit, is the game is definitely more casual friendly. It's actually pretty shocking how much better the game is. Like, I would damn near recommend this game to my friends. I would recommend it to like a hardcore Dragon Ball fan, not to everyone, because of the netcode, which I've made a video about. I don't know if I'll make another video about, but the netcode is really bad, and with the game's design it makes it worse, which is another video for itself. I do have written down too. We'll get into that another day, but let's get into my points, because yeah, the game's good. It's very casual friendly now. It's more casual friendly, I'd say. It's definitely hard to get into. Like, I watched a video about someone talking about that, and I definitely agree with them. But let's get into the positives, because I got the positives and the negatives. So singles being balanced is definitely like a very good positive. We were saying I was watching Christian say this video, and he was saying he's seen like Strictly Z talk about that, kind of putting the pressure on it. It's not just Z, but them making singles balanced, especially with it being the most popular game mode, was definitely a W. Like, it spawns more character variety. Like, you're not going to see fusion spam and all that. You're definitely going to see other character spam, which will be in the negative, but it's definitely way better. Like, you can roll around with a lot more characters, and there's a lot more variety when it comes to that, and there's more points to come to that, which is why I got them written down. So the nerfing of the Instaspark, we'll get into that. The sweep reset nerf, I think that is very good, because it was low-key easy, and the game was less neutral focused. If you don't know what neutral is, if you're not like a fighting game person, it's where you guys are kind of trying to fight to get like a hit on block or just an active hit, because if you got a hit on block, you're low-key still at an advantage because you can mix them up or whatever. When you're doing that, you're not at neutral anymore. I don't know what they call it, but you're in the freaking person's face. Now, you know, look up neutral if you don't know what neutral is, but it makes the game more neutral focused, and games that are more neutral focused are more skillful, in my opinion. Games that rely on like heavy gimmicks and heavy mix-ups are annoying, and that's one of the heavy like gimmicks of the game was, let me sweep, that sounds weird to say, let me sweep loop you over and over again and you can't do anything. And yeah, it was pretty toxic. Like, it was fun to do, but in the grand scheme of things, I used to defend it, but nah, like that shit was pretty toxic, I'm not gonna lie. So I already said this one, this might be a long video, but the Instaspark and full power moves, they got nerfed. So I believe Instaspark is -4 on your defense when you use it. I don't know if you spark and get -4 now, because I don't spark and I don't see anyone spark, which is also like a good positive. But yeah, you get -4 on your defense, and then on the full power moves, I think including Super Saiyan 4 Goku, some other people they're not affected by this. Like GT Goku, he can charge ki, like get a ki charge move, but he won't get like a defense down or anything. But if you use like Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Vegito, holy crap, I'm not used to yapping this long, but if you use those characters, they get like a -2 on their defense. So people aren't really enticed to use that, because I don't know, but it lasts enough for it to matter and not want to use it. That's why people don't use it, and that plays a part into the meta changing. So getting onto the next one, I think I just mentioned this, but the game is more neutral focused, so we're just going to skip past that. The super counters, in my opinion, they feel a little more consistent. I think there was a patch before these other patches, but I wasn't playing the game that made them easier. And I think some people were complaining, but I think it just makes it feel a little more consistent. Like, the game's laggy, they're never going to be consistent, so making them a little easier is fine by me, because once you get 4 super counters in, like, it's still like, who's more skillful to do that, because the timing does get tighter. So that's what I gotta say about the super counters. I would say the meta is better overall. Like, I think I just said this, but I wrote it as a point. Like, the meta right now is like androids for singles. It's like androids, I think, and transforming characters. And there's a variety of androids and transforming characters. There's obviously a best of those two, but you can still play those characters and they be, I would say it's a more variety of an A tier versus S tier. Like, I don't know, I'm just rambling off the top. I don't know who truly is, but let's say Super Gohan's the best transformer, and then what's it called? 13 is the best android, and he's a transformer. That's crazy. But yeah, like, those are the 2 best, but then you got like a whole A tier of every other android, and then most people who can transform and get health, which is what I mean by transformers. If you can transform and not get health, it really doesn't matter. But we'll get into that. Short dash using less ki. I know some of these are going to be in other patches, not just from the most recent, but I wasn't playing this game, so these are my positives. And I know a lot of people haven't been playing this game, or maybe they don't know exactly what the changes are because they didn't want to look through the notes like I didn't, because I stopped caring. These will be a part of the positives. These are the changes that matter. Maybe I missed some, who cares? These are the main ones. So short dash using less ki, that helps with neutral and getting in, because people would want to zone more because it was hard to get in. And I think, yeah, right after that I wrote Z burst dash change. That was really good because it helps with variety of gameplay and pressure. The perception change was very good. We're just gonna quickly through these because I know they're older. This one, I don't know how old it is, but it matters. The hard knockdown nerf, that's actually game changing. Like, if I ordered these in like order, I would put one of these at the top of positive changes. Hard knockdowns were cancer, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was such a lame, boring playstyle. No skill. That is not Dragon Ball, I'm sorry. Flying up all the way in the sky to double sweep someone in Instaspark, dog, like, nah, that was lame. So that was one of the best changes they ever did. And the last one I have for positives is, it's semi-positive. I just put the rank reset. I wasn't here for the beginning of it, and there's still like no rewards and blah blah blah, but it still reset. It got rid of the people who were cheating and rage quitting from the top of the leaderboard, so that's really good. But that's going to be the positives. The positives, as you can see, there's a healthy list of it, and they're very important changes. I might have missed some of them, but like I said, I believe these are the most important ones. I don't know what they did with DP. We're going to get into DP probably near the end of the video because I don't have much about it. Ooh, so negatives. Androids being meta is the first one I wrote. So androids being negative or meta, both, is cancer because the game is more neutral focused, meaning super counters are going to be more at play, and super counters not use ki, but they don't use ki. So if you mess up a super counter and not the advantage, you know, it's a key advantage thing. So you have people super countering or getting their ass beat, and they're getting their ki regardless. So if you're good enough, you can just always win super counter wars as an android. And on top of that, android 13 can transform and get his health back, and he has wild sense, and he has hella, we'll get into that. He has too much. So androids are just broken right now, in my opinion. I heard some people saying they're overrated because some of their defense stats are lame. I don't think that matters, bro. Like, if you have a really good offensive game, you're just a crazy glass cannon that can't be fucked with. Like, it's just that simple. And that's kind of too OP, and they're not even as glass cannon-y as people make them. Maybe, yeah, if you're using Beerus against Android 17 or whatever, you're gonna whoop them, but that's Beerus, dog. Like, come on now. What we got? Characters. Okay, I was onto something. Characters starting with more ki, that was what I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure Android 13 starts with more ki. If not, there's just certain characters that start with more ki. Like when I was playing Ultimate Gohan, he starts with 3 bars of ki. There's some characters I believe that start with 1, so you can just already have the advantage and camp someone a little bit in the neutral, and that is toxic. I'm pretty sure Dawn made a video about that too, but that's been a problem. I'm pretty sure we've all been said that. Like, we should start with the same amount of ki. It doesn't make sense. So that's a big thing. That is a negative. These are basically the negatives. If you were looking at this, and if someone from Bandai was watching this, the negatives is basically y'all need to change this. So that needs to be changed. Androids need to be changed. Maybe I can make an in-depth video of how they'd be changed, or maybe they'll be part of this. I'm just yapping. So Paralysis Ki Cheese, I think that still exists. Sorry, I'm like leaning in. I have my phone on the freaking table. We do it like this, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that Ki Cheese is still there. I think Weiss was doing that, or not doing that, he was getting that done too, and it looked pretty cheesy. So we got that. Where else? So UI Goku, I've been said this, I'm pretty sure I made a whole video why he should be changed and like what I would do. I think it was mixed in like a rant or something, but him being able to perception while auto dodging is broken. I don't really feel like getting into that. He's broken. I think his auto dodge should be his perception, in my opinion. Something like that. I don't know. They need to change it, or they should make it drain way more ki, or you should have less options. Like they should make you be forced into something without auto dodge. You can like do whatever you want after that auto dodge. Like it's broken. So that's UI Goku. He's still an issue. I'm pretty sure he's less than an issue. There's no air palm anymore. I could have put that in the positive. There's no air palm spam, but UI and Weiss are still definitely an issue, especially the Weiss having regen, which we will get into regen. So I got getting stuck on terrain, which I've talked about before. I don't care. I heard some people being like, oh, it's Budokai. I'm like, I don't care. It's sparking. Like, sparking isn't exactly Budokai. Obviously not. Like, if it was like Budokai, we wouldn't be complaining as much. So let's make it more competitive focused. And I shouldn't be getting stuck on the walls. I shouldn't be getting stuck on the terrain during a super counter war. I should still somehow be rewarded for that, because I was playing on stream and I had a bunch of matches where people are picking these cheesy maps and I'm getting stuck on the corner of the wall. A rock is fucking up my super counters and shit like that. Like, or not super counter, my vanish war. So I win the vanish war, but he gets stuck on the rock and now he's plus for some reason and he can attack me. Like, that's stupid, dog. That is so dumb. I should not lose points for that, especially if a nigga's lagging playing on a map like that. And I'm just gonna get into that now, because I know I have it written down, but maps should have a consistent lag. The reason people play Hyperbolic Time Chamber is because that map is the less laggiest map. It has the less terrain to deal with. People are like, oh, I like this and that, but the majority of us play on Hyperbolic Time Chamber for a reason. If these maps had consistent lag and less terrain issues, people would pick more maps. You could delay Hyperbolic Time Chamber to be as laggy as the lava map. That sounds terrible, but if y'all just did that from the beginning, we would never even notice or complain. The game would still be laggy because y'all know it's laggy. You guys didn't put much effort into the servers. So think smarter. I know y'all wanted to push it towards Diamond. This is a little side rant, but yeah, that's part of the negatives, because that shit's annoying and it's always going to be an issue in this game. So I'm always going to complain about it, as long as I make content for this game. So regen not having any downsides. I was talking about regen a little bit. Regeneration is broken right now because of how neutral focused the game is. So if you set someone up to get a regen, just put 2 and 2 together, it's kind of broken. You're just getting free health in a meta where they nerfed people having a lot of health. So that's what I got for that. I got a lot of negatives, I'm not gonna lie. We got this one, I don't know if people know about. I asked Weiss about this. Step in kicks, I've noticed tracks sidesteps, and that's broken. Like, I should be rewarded for dodging your sidestep move. You shouldn't just Magneto my shit and fucking hit me like I'd sidestep, dog. So that needs to be nerfed, especially since it's a high kick. Like, that's already hard to react to. I have to block high. So what the fuck are we talking about? The sweep doesn't track like that. Why does high kicks? What we got? Revenge counter glitch. I think that's still in the game. It's where you can, like, I don't know exactly how to do it, but there's a glitch where you can cheese with revenge counter. I'm not even gonna get too much into it. The key blast cannon, I think that still needs a buff. I've noticed people have been doing resets off of it, but I don't know what's it called. Key wave. I said that so weird. Key wave, key cannon. They just need to buff it a little more. I feel like it's kind of negative on block still. I think those moves in this game should be neutral on block, so I could block after. I might be wrong and tripping, but if that move is not neutral on block, they should just make the follow-ups a little better. Just it's a wonky move. That's more of a niche thing, but I would like that move to be reworked a little bit. What we got? I already talked about the maps having inconsistent lag. I wrote down the rush supers. I think the rush supers are like super like annoying right now. Like the game feels a little laggier. Like I know I said super counters feel more a little consistent, but the game feels laggier just a little bit. And with that, people I've noticed, even like high rank people, like I think, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I think Opact is like known a little bit. He's also known for being a god or whatever. Like I'm not discrediting him, but people were saying like he's cheesing a bit with the supers, and I'm guessing that's because they're effective right now. And I don't think how they're effective they should be, because it's, I don't know, bro. Maybe it's just me being a casual noob, but the fact they're more prevalent like that is just, it's weird, bro. It's weird. That's all I could really say about it. It's weird. If they don't change this, whatever. But yeah, that shit's weird. We got transforming characters getting their health back. Again, if I were to order this, I would put this at the top, but that's meta. Like transforming and getting your health back, that's the meta, and that's stupid. Enough said. What we got next? No new. Okay, these are gonna be easy, and then it's gonna be like I'm gonna wrap up the video for y'all real quick and yap for a sec. But let's do a little speed run. Lack of DLC support. No new maps, no new costumes, lack of rewards, and that's the speed run for that, because I do need to draw attention. That's why I said it's gonna be at the end of this part. But DP mode is laggy. Like it's too laggy and it's too unbalanced is what it seems like. Like Christian came up in my stream and he was like, yo, use Beerus and a transforming character. Beerus does too much damage. Those high DP characters do a little too much damage. I'm not gonna lie, some of them might need to be like 12 DP and you might need to throw a 3 like on your team or something, because that's too unbalanced. On top of how laggy that shit is, no one's gonna want to play that. People are probably still gonna rage quit. Like DP needs more attention. Like I believe DP was the one that got more attention at the beginning. It was, and then they just stopped. They stopped caring. It's probably because they know it's coded like shit. But that's what I've got for the negatives. It's almost double the positives, but we've come a long way. And those positives honestly are like strong positives. Like some of those positives are like a +5, a +10, nigga. Like they're pretty high positives. Like damn, I can't talk, but they matter. They really matter for the game. So those are my thoughts on the state of sparking. I would wrap it up. Like if I were to give the state of sparking like a rating, I'll give it like a 7.5 out of 10, to be honest. Like if you have the game, it's worth coming back and trying to see if you like it, especially if you got reset to B rank with the B rank resets and all that, or whatever rank you were. But yeah, that's the state of sparking video, Sparking 0 video. I hope y'all like it. I got some more sparking shit tucked away that I wrote down. Like I said, I am gonna be making some Marvel content and probably just streaming some other games. Like I've been playing Devil May Cry, so I'm gonna do that, but I'm not gonna get too much into that. I hope y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.